Cat? Cat?
Cat!
Do you want me in there?
Yeah. Cat!
Kat has lost consciousness. She's not responding to the medication, and her condition is getting worse.
OK, she's still breathing, isn't she? So just keep her airway open. She still seemed to be breathing as adequately as she had been, so I wasn't quite sure what was going on there, but it was clearly a worrying development. She got a pulse?
Hello, Norwich. Yeah?
A call has come through to assist a 26-year-old female who's collapsed, suffering a life-threatening allergic reaction.
Tango Golf 374-031, is that right? We'll protect the aircraft. Yes, indeed.
The patient is only 11 miles from base, but even by helicopter it will still take 7 minutes to reach her.
What are we going to, Rodders? Respiratory rest due to anaphylaxis crew request.
Oh, bloody hell.
Proper one again.
True anaphylaxis is actually quite unusual. It's a completely overwhelming reaction which can rapidly cause the patient's death if not treated promptly.
Right, there's going to be wires and all sorts down here. We're fun getting into this one.
There's a real urgency to get to this patient fast, but urban areas are often difficult to land in.
Okay, so you have got a lamppost your side. I've got that one visual yet. There is a pole your side. Right, we're good down there, Rod. Your tail is clear, left is clear, underneath is clear. Yeah, we are clear to the front.
The pilots are great. They get us as close to scene as possible, but sadly sometimes leaping over the odd fence is just part of the job. I can't get over that! I can't get over anything. I have to climb under everything. I'm just little. I can roll under. I'm going. Don't drop it. Sorry, we had a bit of trouble getting over the fence. Hello, Donna. An anaphylactic reaction can be immediately life-threatening. It can cause cardiovascular collapse and blockage of the airway. So it really is a life-threatening emergency. So 200 of hydrocortisone, and if we get a salbutamol there, please, that'd be great. Salbutamol. You just keep concentrating on your breathing, sweetheart. OK, so that's a 97, heart rate's 135. All right, darling, don't scratch, OK? I know it's really itchy, OK?
Cat, what are you allergic to?
Thank you.
Thank you, it's a bit frothy.
Coconuts and kiwi. What is that?
It sometimes tingles a little bit when it goes in, sweetheart. It'll really help with that itching. Kat wasn't shifting enough air backwards and forwards to get enough oxygen in. She was unable to get rid of the carbon dioxide that she was making inside her body. Such a high CO2 level would be a strong indicator that Kat's life is in immediate danger. Well, blood pressure's all right. Did you want to sit up?
Do you think you can sit up, Cat? I'll support you.
We'll keep giving you the nebulizer. We'll get you something to stop you feeling sick, OK? You don't feel well, I know. You don't look very well. So we're not going to fly her, are we? So if we prep for you.
OK, yeah, so we get ready to go then, mate, yeah?
Kat was quite unstable, so the sensible thing to do to transport her by road so that if we needed to do anything by way of treatment on the way in, that it was relatively straightforward to do that.
Cat? Cat?
Cat!
Do you want me in there?
Yeah. Cat!
Kat has lost consciousness. She's not responding to the medication, and her condition is getting worse.
OK, she's still breathing, isn't she? So just keep her airway open. She still seemed to be breathing as adequately as she had been, so I wasn't quite sure what was going on there, but it was clearly a worrying development. She got a pulse?
Yeah, she's got a banging rate.
Yeah. OK, see if she'll tolerate it. Gently, gently.
Kat was in a serious condition at that stage, and we did think about taking over her breathing altogether.
Yeah?
I think we're going to RSI.
I think we're going to have to at this point. So an RSI is using drugs in order to get a plastic tube down somebody's windpipe. In Kat's case, this was necessary potentially for two reasons. First of all, her airway might be swelling, so we needed to hold her airway open. And secondly, she was breathing inadequately, so we needed to control and support her breathing.
In the meantime, can we have...
Miraculously, she sort of recovered in front of us and became conscious again.
Kat, can you hear me? OK. How's that breathing feeling, sweetheart?
Hot.
Hot? Hard? OK. I don't know why I thought intubating wasn't the right thing to do. In this case, I just had a feeling that Kat was probably going to manage without having to be intubated. The trouble is we could get in a lot worse trouble, Rod, that's all I'm thinking.
Difficult decisions that could mean the difference between life and death have to be made instantly.
We could make this quite a lot worse. What are we going to achieve by controlling her airway?
OK.
She's tight, isn't she? We're not going to make her less tight by giving her a lot of drugs. Yeah, thank you. Just give a couple of mils, that'll be fine. She's talking, she doesn't sound husky. Her airway's not getting worse. OK, yes, she's having a life-threatening asthma attack, but actually...
This is the only thing, is her end tidal's quite high.
Yeah, but we're unlikely to be able to get that down just through intubation.
Her BP is fine.
And we're risking blowing a pneumothorax.
And we're going to be in the back of an ambulance, so anything changes, we can pull over and do an RSI.
GCS is 15, isn't it? Yeah. OK, that sounds like a plan. We had a conversation and decided at that point not to RSI her. She's still extremely ill, her breathing is still not really adequate. She was drifting in and out of consciousness. It was a really unstable situation. So what we're going to do is head for the NNN as fast as possible, but recognising that we might need to stop en route, OK? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I still think we should have everything ready, Rod. Keep the gremlins away. So if we get another nerve organised.
It's on its way.
Thank you. Because CO2's not coming down. Kat, it's a very dilute adrenaline. We can proceed gently if that's all right with everybody.
Proceed gently, mate. Everyone's on their feet.
Kat!
You're all right, Kat.
She's gone off again.
Kat has fallen unconscious again.
Cat. Open your eyes for me, Cat.
She's still breathing.
Yeah. How far, Matt? 4 miles.
Shall we try doing a bit of gentle BVMing? There are times when you feel completely in control, you know exactly what's going on, you know exactly what to do, but there will always be times when the scene's not under control, you don't know what the best thing to do is, and that can be quite worrying and frightening. She looks bloody awful, doesn't she? All right, Kat, all right, darling. OK.
Just relax,
That's good.
Just relax.
OK, lovely.
How far, Matt?
A minute of a mile, is it? Brilliant.
Cheers, mate.
At times I'm quite glad to see the NNN. All right, sweetheart, you've done really well. I'm sorry, I know it's been a horrible journey for you.
But we're here now.
All right, sweetheart. We're at hospital now, Kat, OK? Help, help, help. She's really not very well, this young lady.
Yeah, start her first here.
Ready, braced, slide.
Thank you.
Beautiful. I have that.
It's a 26-year-old girl from Ipswich. She doesn't know what she's eaten or drunk, but she had a very florid rash, having difficulty breathing. She's been very wheezy, and initially her airway was swelling. She's collapsed a couple of times, but not cardiovascularly. She's always been cardiovascularly stable. End tidal CO2 has been reading 10, and it's not getting better, OK? Other than that, we don't know very more about her. So it's really her CO2 that I'm more worried about than anything else, because it's sky high.
Allergic to anything that we're aware of?
She says coconuts and kiwi fruit.
And fit and healthy otherwise?
We don't know. Sorry, she's not been well enough to say that.
Kat will need to undergo many tests to try and establish exactly what it is that she's allergic to.